Good afternoon. Thank you for calling T-Mobile. My name is Taylor. I'm with the tech support team. Who am I speaking to today?
Trent Cardozo.
Alrighty. Looks like this call came over from the automated system or customer care. What can I do for you?
Well, it's that time of the month. The bill has been created, and I need the adjustment of the $35 made for the home internet. It's been December, and I've even went to the actual place where the setup is. There's nobody fixing that hole. The same number tag is the same number tag with rust on it. You're not replacing or repairing that point, and that was my access point. So since due to your own negligence of your own equipment and the negligence of everything else, if I do not receive my full internet service, which would be up and downloads, that my bill is cut in half until y'all can fix your system.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I could definitely take a look here, see what's likely going on, and definitely request and see if we can get that credit or adjustment approved.
Sure.
I can't guarantee that this...
Just look at my
Yeah,
bill.
of course. I certainly will.
Yeah.
For sure. I will definitely take a look at that. I do, although, want to educate. I can't guarantee that this will be a credit that will be applied each month.
Oh, you don't have
forward.
to. You don't have to. It's automatically already done. It's in the notes.
No. Gotcha. Okay. So essentially, if it's a scenario in which T-Mobile has no immediate plans to enhance the service, at that point, you guys would likely need to find a new internet provider. So we wouldn't continue to credit you for an area or for service that has no immediate plan for enhancement.
That's a very crafty way to try to get out of the agreement. But I don't want to get out of the agreement. I want my internet, and I want what was offered, and I want you to uphold what was said. I'm sorry. If you want to bring my case to arbitration, you'd be more than happy that you can open arbitration, and you can voice your opinions and circumstances.
Gotcha. So that is far beyond what I have access to, Trent. Mm-hmm. Again, I definitely understand your frustration.
Oh, okay.
Bear with me just a moment. Let me go ahead and get this requested from our leadership team. Give me just a moment, please, okay? I'm still waiting for that to get approved. Bear with me just a moment.
Well, that's fine. You see, there is a way for y'all to fix it. It's called fixing your tower. Okay, so that's why I lie within the T-Mobile can do something about it. But as I pass this West Tower and I check the West Tower's gate to make sure to see if somebody's been there or not, you've been repairing it since November of last year. I've had good upload and download speeds. I have had these things. And now that tower's down. It's been down for close to a year now. And it's T-Mobile's fault why I'm not receiving the upload speeds I'm supposed to receive. I'm receiving the download speeds, but that's only half a product.
Gotcha. I definitely understand the frustration and concern. Just to confirm what I'm showing here, it's not the West Tower that's currently impaired. So that tower that sits off of Culver House Street is functioning as we expect it to. That's not the tower that has an open ticket. It's actually east of where you're at.
East? It's supposed to be west.
So there's more than one tower that's service issue. I'm not sure if you were aware of that, but just to clarify, no, there's four actually.
There's one north of me.
To be factual, there's four. There's not three, there's four. And the one that's open or having issues is the one that's east of you. It's not west.
Okay, well, either way, it is something that T-Mobile can fix. Can you please adjust my bill? I do believe I should pay for something. I can definitely
request for that.
Yep.
And that's, again, what I was confirming with you just a few seconds ago.
Mm-hmm.
We're still working on getting that approved, so give me just a moment, please.
Okay.
All right, Trent, are you still on the line with me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So, unfortunately, this is a scenario in which T-Mobile is not going to continue to credit for. At this point, you guys would essentially have to seek another internet provider if this is not best suiting you guys and what you guys are needing the internet for.
I just want you to be at the speeds that you advertise. That's all I'm asking.
Gotcha. So a typical speed over the T-Mobile network generally ranges between 50 and 70 megabits per second on the download.
We know that.
Typically be higher.
It goes up to 200. But the upload
Right.
is a 2. The upload is a 2 megabit upload. The problem with that is, as it's been explained to me by T-Mobile, is that their West Tower, not the East Tower, has been down since November, and they've been attempting to try to get it fixed. At least that's the information I'm being told. So when you say it's the East Tower, it kind of throws a monkey wrench in a year of dealing with this circumstance. You are capable of giving me the speeds that I want. You just don't. Apparently, you're having a problem with the town not being able to be allowed to fix your tower. So this is all T-Mobile. This is nothing. Look, I pay my bill on time, and I expect the service that I agreed to. That's it. That's all that I asked for. If I'm not going to receive, if I ask for a Salisbury steak and you give me a pork chop, there's a difference. But they're both meat and they have the same contents, and this is no. Internet is considered two things: upload and download. Download, I'm hitting 200 megabits a second. Not a problem. My upload is 2 megabits a second. And I have things that I'm supposed to be receiving and sending back and forth between my lawyer. And I'm unable to do that in a timely manner. The judge has already come down on me about that. He explained to me, he looked at the T-Mobile bill, and I said, look, this is what I'm supposed to have, and this is what I've got. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I showed him the test results. He said that T-Mobile is not upholding their side of the agreement, even though they don't consider them contracts. There's still verbal agreements between two parties to give a certain service under certain circumstances. And if the T-Mobile cannot live up to that circumstance, then T-Mobile needs to make what changes they need to make it work. You can't just tell somebody go someplace else. Especially after dealing with this for I've been with you guys for a decade. I've never missed my payment. I've always, even includingly, if I think that I was underbilled, I called and said, you're not billing me enough. So you tell me what I did wrong, that I have to pay $65 a month for what's worth for $35, because it's only half of what I'm agreed to receive.
So I definitely understand, of course, your point of view and
this is the law's. Well, ma'am, this is, as far as I know, this is the law's point of view. This is the judge's point of view.
Can I speak, please?
Well, then make sure you articulate it appropriately and not gaslight or change.
And I will explain the way I am trained to explain.
Okay, I understand. You weren't trained to do this. Can I speak to a supervisor?
Second of all, we don't guarantee a certain number of download or upload speeds.
Yes, I have it. I have it. It's in the terms and conditions. Service. It's in terms and conditions. Okay. It's in terms and conditions. It's in terms and conditions. My minimum.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and place you on another hold. Okay.
My minimum upload is supposed to be.
I'm going to go ahead and place you on a brief hold. Okay.
I'm sorry that you guys are messed up, but I'm not going to suffer from it.
I got you. I'm going to go ahead and place you on a brief hold, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Trent. This is Jonathan, T-Mobile Tech Supervisor. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. I was just on the phone with corporate just the other day about this circumstance. Basically, it might not be a contract, but it's still considered an agreement. And within the terms and conditions that I agreed to, I would receive an X amount, a minimum of download, and X amount, a minimum of upload. The upload, as it says in the fine print, I'm supposed to be receiving at least 6 megabits upload. I'm not receiving it. I've proven that There's been this discussion about the West Tower since November of last year. Nobody's fixed it. Now this lady gets on the phone and she's talking about the East Tower, and everything just got flipped on its head. So
Gotcha. So
now
now
I've caught T-Mobile in a lie because they don't know which tower is down. They obviously don't. I've driven by it. The lock on it, it's broken in the middle. The sheet metal and stuff all is gone. The wires are all exposed and stuff. I could send you a picture that the West Tower has been down, and that we've been dealing with this West Tower and West Tower this and West Tower that. And I chose to move my internet to try to see if we can get to the North Tower, but it's still registering to the West Tower because that's its original hookup or some sort of thing. We've come to find out that you're not giving us routers, you're giving us mobile hotspots. Well, non-mobile hotspots. They have to stay in one place. The difference is that every time someone goes on the internet using T-Mobile's internet, they're overlapping each other on the frequency of the bandwidth. Not 5.0, but what it broadcasts from the device to your phone it's like a party line. And you can move that left or right to find a clear signal, and you're not overlapping someone else's signal. Your hotspot doesn't have that. So your corporate office said, we will keep this going, $35, until we get the new hotspot, non-movable hotspot router, because the definition of a router is different from a hotspot. And we went through all the technicalities and such. I agree I should pay at least half of what I'm supposed to, because I am receiving at least half of what's offered. I'm getting good download speeds. But it takes a PDF almost 2 hours to upload to a place, which is not an upload speed concerning that circumstance. So I talked to corporate. They understand that they got to come out with a newer router with better capabilities of customization, so that everybody's not broadcasting on the same bandwidth within the 5.0 or 4.2 hertz. And what happened is I got so many units sold around here that everybody's on the same channel within the 5.0 and 2.4 frequency. We're overlapping each other. That causes that frequency to be jumbled, and it takes a lot longer for your router to figure things out. And normal routers, you can go into the router and change that to a space where there's not much usage. It was explained to me that I don't have a router, I have a hotspot. And then I tried to explain the difference between a router and a hotspot, and that a hotspot is normally considered a movable object. This is not a movable object. It has to stay in one spot. After the large conversation I had with corporate, it's come to the agreement that I'm only receiving half the service, so I should only pay half the price, but full taxes. Like for the $65, I pay the full taxes, but I get half that bill off. This was done and has been done and has been this way for since I've gotten the internet. I wish I didn't tell my neighbors that I had good internet, because then I would have good internet.
And when were you promised this? Because I see nowhere in the notes or
Yeah,
the
there
memos
was
where it
this guy
discusses
last
carrying
night.
you half off every month.
This guy last night erased all my notes.
Nobody can erase your notes, sir. And I am corporate.
Okay, good. So then you should be able to see the notes that I had called about the $35 about 2 days ago to confirm the circumstances and to let you know that I'd be calling back today. Basically, your salesmen are great salesmen, but when the device fails to uphold its minimum guarantee, which is 6 megabits a second, even that would be acceptable. A PDF would only take about 30 minutes at that upload speed. But if you look in the really finest print of your what I'm entitled to, you'll see that I'm entitled to certain speeds, a minimum of 6 megabits upload. And I used to get that. But when I got everybody else into the routers and basically sold a whole bunch of products for you, we've come to the found out that all these products are running on the same bandwidth, which is slowing everybody down. It's like a party line. You have to hang up and wait for someone else to get off in order for you to have speed.
Gotcha.
Unless you can
adjust
that, like a router that you can. But this is sold wordly as a router, but it's really a non-mobile hotspot.
And I understand that, Trent. So my question to you is, we're not going to continue to credit this monthly. So are you wanting to keep the internet? Because we want you to be satisfied. If you're not satisfied with the speeds that you're receiving,
yeah, I just want to receive the.
Then we can definitely.
That's all. I just.
Right, and since we can't guarantee that, are you wanting to cancel that line? Because we're not applying adjustments for it monthly anymore.
Okay. Are you willing to arbitrate that? Because you would have to.
You're not under any kind of contract or agreement to keep the service, so there's nothing to arbitrate. And if that's the route you want to take, you can have your team contact our legal team, and y'all can go that route, sir.
You don't have a legal team. You have a bundsman, and they're a AAA arbitration.
And if that's the route you want to go, sir, you're more than welcome to. I'll thoroughly notate
that's what I'm asking. Is that what you want to do?
So,
because I'm not changing my plan, and I'm not getting rid of anything. You're not going to get rid of me. No.
I'm not trying to, but
yes,
we're not
you are.
For it anymore.
If I was to replay this for a judge, you're trying to persuade me not to use your business.
Else I can do for you, sir?
This is going on.
No, sir, no, I'm not. But I'm not applying any.
This whole phone call is going online, and I'm going to let the people.
That's fine, sir. T-Mobile does not authorize the recording of their calls.
Then you should not.
Anything else I can do for you today, sir?
Did you record my call?
Yes, sir, but we tell you that before
okay,
you get on the
good.
phone.
I'm in a one-party state, and if you're in a two-party state, we've both agreed. Too bad. Bye.
All right, well, bye. You have a great day, sir.